Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
So it's down to business, the business that truly gets this crowd engaged. This sight an ageless reminder of the investment in this game. The Pumas know where they truly belong. We are just getting started. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Sabitzer. That's good play. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Sabitzer proves just a little bit too strong. Paredes. And here's the chance to counter. That's beautifully weighted. Now it's Madueke. Can he finish? Oh, he's won it! The most decisive of all goals! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that ends it. And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, the sheer cruelty of it.
Sporting really went looking for it, didn't they? And this was the reward their approach warranted. This was a game which you sensed from very early on that there could only be one winner, and so it turned out. A fantastic performance on all fronts, though.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
This venue, of course, one of the great citadels to the game in a land where football really is everything. The mighty Morumbis. Things already rolling. David. And here's Abraham. Wilson was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Space for him to turn and look. Gordon's cross. Guardiola clears it away. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Abraham. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and of course he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Brandt, pretty cagey early on from both sides.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Brandt, quarter of an hour played. Now it's Abraham. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Madueke. Now it's DiMarco. And he was alert to it. David. Acerbi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is a great pick out. He's found some space. DiMarco opts for safety. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Brandt. DiMarco. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Acerbi does really well to win the ball there. Wilson.
Gremio really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options. Pretty robust defending.
It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it.
That was lovely, that.
DiMarco. Good take, and is he in? Rice. Wilson. That's beautifully weighted. Madueke.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's straight offside. Now it's David. Oh, strongly challenged there. That's really well manoeuvred.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gordon. Nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too. Golovin. Wilson. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Spread neatly. In with the challenge. Kivior did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Gordon. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco gets on his bike and on the move. And it's Timber. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kivior concedes a free kick for that. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substituição no time do Grêmio.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Kyle Walker. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Camisa 8 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 47.
So let's get the ball rolling. So the first half brought no goals. He won't be happy with that one. Abraham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well timed, excellent interception. And they can counter here. Now it's David. And this is Lucas Moura. And the shot! And it's in! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Gremio are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Gremio are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Unai Simon getting this one clear. Gremio appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Isco. Gordon being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Gremio benefiting from an own goal. You'll hear them complaining. It's a good run down the right. Abraham. Kivior. It's Brandt. Chance here to counter. Oh, good read. More and more pressure on the ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's another good win of the ball. Isco. This is a promising build-up. Looking for the run. DiMarco.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Abraham. Goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Gremio with the corner, there first. Cleared away. Crosses it in here. Timber gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. Now it's Madueke. Threads one in. And the through ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. David is flagged offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Acerbi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He is through here! Andrić. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. This looks promising. And it's Brandt. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a throw. Rice. Brandt. Can he get it through? He's picked his way through. Oh, important interception.
Sporting really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Can he get on the end of this? Kivior wins the duel this time. That is a brilliant interception. Mahrez, not the most accurate pass. Rice, Isco, and here's Abraham. Abraham! Oh, he's been caught napping. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, super find. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Mahrez. And there goes the final whistle. Sporting perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And so a wonderful view of this most hallowed turf. A truly special feeling, no matter who is playing at Wembley. Wembley Stadium, connected by EE. So straight into the action. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And it's Dewsbury Hall. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, that's a key interception. Lookman. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Acerbi. Now, can they get him away? Galeno promptly onto that, and that is that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Driving forward.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Galeno.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And it's hoisted clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Simon. Galeno. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Lookman really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, well played. Timber.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for the run. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to cross. Oh, well played, well played. Galeno. Tries to pass. Decent chance! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Galeno. Dewsbury Hall. Now Gittins. Lookman. Andrick. DiMarco. Oh, delicate chip through. Gordon with a beautifully timed run.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Mukiele cuts it out. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Dewsbury Hall. And it's made its way to him. Oh, this looks sharp. Galeno. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Bino Gittins. And the pass is intercepted. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Gordon. He's in plenty of space here. Gordon! Is there any support? He might not need it. Dewsbury Hall. Chance here to counter. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Hernandez. And it's DiMarco. And he was quick to react. Galeno. It's a good run down the right. Galeno. Now it's Madueke. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Great chance! Oh, good finish! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Nice have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Madueke! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a little off target. Good ball, good take. Davis. Now Gittins. Davis. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Gordon, he is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
The attendance for this match
just about up to the hour now. He's in a great position here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
He's found a way through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bino Gittins. Davis finding himself in space. It's a good spell of possession, this. Madueke. And that has left him in a heap. Galeno. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Jimenez clears it away. And Madueke. Dewsbury Hall wins the duel this time. Galeno. And it's Dewsbury Hall. That's an imaginative pass. Gittins unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lookman, the pressing's intense and it's paid off.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Has a look and plays it forward.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Galeno. DiMarco. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Sporting could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Sporting have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution for Sporting. Number 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 32, DiMarco. Number 14, Tenga.
Mudryk.
Number 17.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Number 20,
And he
Madueke.
skips past his man.
Coming on the field, number 24, Lucas Paqueta. Number 11,
That's an
Sebastian
excellent
Villa.
interception.
Number 6, Fares. Number 7, Leandro Paredes. Number 21, Rudiger. Substitution in progress.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added
Paredes.
time.
Nicely spread, and he's quick to return it. Oh, no joy this time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please have your entry tickets at hand.
Your final
as it's
thoughts,
time to
Jim?
announce today's
Sporting
winning luxury
really
numbers.
were made to rue their ineptitude, if I can put it like that. Defended reasonably well, but if you can't